Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR. It is the ladies' edition today, friends. As you guys can tell, I'm doing it on the road. This is probably the only time that I'm going to be able to have free to hang out and chat with you guys and give y'all a little update on what's going on around here. And, we're in the car driving, and why not do it? So now's the time. Anyways, we are in the car. We're headed off to run some more errands. We've already been kind of running and gunning this morning in a couple different towns, doing a couple different things. But presently, we are headed off to Fort Smith so we can take care of Julia's orthodontist appointment.
Yep.
So what are they doing today for you, babe?
So they're going to tighten it up, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give you new colors. I'm going to pick black and red.
Ooh.
And they might add like more blue stuff so I don't like bite on my brackets. I don't know. They didn't last time, so.
Yeah, they might have to do it. I think they do that so that way, because like as your braces are on and they're like tightening up and your teeth are shifting, I think it affects your bite when you're like biting food and stuff. And I think it's to make it more comfortable for you, so that way it's a little bit less uncomfortable. But I'm not sure. But man, it seems like every couple of months, like every 2 months or so, we're having to go back down to the orthodontist for your appointment. But
it's every 2 or 3.
Yeah. But it's working out pretty good, though. They look so cute on you.
Yep.
They're too bad they're a pain to wear, huh?
They're not that bad. You just have to take care of them.
Yeah.
And hope you don't get smacked in the face or bite on something. Bite on your lip as well.
Does it hurt your jaw at all?
Nope.
Or you're like up here? No? I never had braces, so I don't know. I had friends that had braces, and man, they hated it. They were crying and sniveling about it all the time. I think the braces, though, have certainly come a long way in, since the 80s and like the 90s to what you guys have now. But at least they look cute on you,
Yep.
At
least there's something.
Yeah, it's something. So off to Fort Smith to run some errands. We've got another rainy day, friends. It is another gloomy, rainy day. In fact, you guys want to see what it looks like outside? I'll give you guys a little view. See all those big blanket of clouds? Yep. It's sprinkling a little bit here and there, off and on. Right now, it's not technically raining, but as you guys can tell by looking outside, there's big puddles everywhere. Everything's really wet. When the breeze blows by, all the wetness from the trees kind of knocks off and hits your car and hits you when you're walking around. And it's just on schedule to be, another kind of wet and gloomy day, but that's all right. We take it as we can get it around here. I want to thank everybody for joining us in our pop-up live that we had yesterday. I was feeling a little funky, but I'm shaking it off, guys. I'm shaking it off. It's just, like I was telling you guys, if you missed the live, I was sniveling a little bit, but I was talking about how, like, I've just been kind of in a funk lately because we've been starting and stopping our projects, and a lot of it has to do with the weather. Basically everything that's the reasoning why has been out of my control and out of my hands. And I usually do really well with being like, hey, just give it to God, like it's okay, it's fine. But sometimes, just like everyone else, I go through different seasons where it really kind of like is like, man, can I, make a plan and stick with it? And it really gets to me every once in a while. But I am shaking it off, and
most of the time you do keep with this.
What's that?
I said most of the time you do keep with the plan.
Most of the time I do keep with the plan, you're right. But lately, like ever since we had our roof party, it's just been really difficult. We ran out of materials, and then we had like all these storms, and it's literally been every other day that we've had some rain, so we haven't been able to get up on the roof, and then I got sick and Daddy got hurt, and it's just like one thing after another. But I don't want to go on that whole rant again. All I want to say is that I'm very thankful for you guys for allowing me the humanity to experience those types of things and for us to be able to get through it together, because that's what life's about, man. I mean, life has so many beautiful things. Like, look on the side of the road right now, Scarlett. Look at all those wildflowers. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yep.
So many beautiful things. So many good things. And so we just got to count our blessings and try to remain focused on that. And it's not always easy to do, but it is definitely always worth it. So yesterday, after the live was over, I was like, well, we need to go over and try to kind of work with our shade tent, because our shade tent has completely collapsed in on itself. The metal brackets are broken. There's like a giant bubble of water, like right in between where our wood pallets are. And, of course, we get off the live and Gary and I go over there, and Gary's starting to like grab some metal pieces and stuff from the boneyard and like bring it over there so we could try to figure out how we're going to make the legs that are broken and folded in on itself, how we're going to like jimmy rig this thing to fix it. And, I'm laughing because it's just, of course,
You're laughing.
of course, we get out there and Gary gets all the stuff like set up to, start doing it. And then a big, huge gust of wind blows in and it starts sprinkling on us, and it's like blowing more wind. And we're like, wow, we're definitely not going to be able to take this tarp off and like jimmy rig anything because it's going to be flapping in the wind. It's going to be so difficult. So we just elected to say, meh, and we left it. So as of this morning when I left the house, it's still in the same state. And no, I don't want to keep it that way for long. Because, we got to protect the wood and stuff. But if I'm out and about today and I just buy a big giant tarp and I just tarp it with just a tarp, that will be okay too. Now, I would rather have like a tented in area that I can work underneath, that was the plan. But if the plan goes sideways, then we're just going to have to work around it. And, after Julia's appointment, before we leave Fort Smith, I'm going to give Gary a holler and find out if he wants me to grab a big tarp or if we're going to keep moving forward with our jimmy rig idea. That actual big pop-up, to be honest with you, I had worked with a company. It was back in like November or something, and we did a promo for that thing, and it's beautiful, beautiful pop-up. I absolutely love it. I'm very sad that the legs broke and stuff like it did, but it is a testament to the tarp part, because it didn't like rip and turn into shreds like some of the other ones have. So anyway, I did reach out to the company again, and I sent them some pictures of what had happened, and they are going to send me a replacement. I just don't know if I'm going to get it soon enough. So I don't know what I should do right now. I really don't. Like, on the one hand, we can jimmy rig something because it might be a couple weeks until I can get the replacement. I don't know. It's really hard to make all the decisions sometimes, and I'm just rolling with it.
Well,
What do you think?
the question is, what would be more suitable?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean suitable? You mean just sooner?
Yeah.
Well, just in order just to protect the wood, like just to make sure that the siding stays good, right? The fastest thing that me and Dad could do is just buy a tarp.
The bad part.
You know what I mean?
Your answer.
Just boom, buy a tarp.
There's your answer.
But on the other hand, I'm not sure if that's what Dad's gonna want to do, because Dad already dragged all of those metal pieces out from the boneyard, and he's already kind of like scavenging, and he's already got his own idea. And I don't want to like throw a wrench into the idea that he's already got going on and then get him sidetracked. And because, when things go too sideways, Dad gets irritable too. And you can't have us both irritable at the same time. That's not a good time.
Call Dad. Call Dad when you go there.
I said I would.
Dad, there's your answer.
I'm just talking it through, kid. I'm just talking it through. See, Scarlett's got all the answers. It's so simple, friends. It's so simple. Scarlett's got all the answers. It is starting to sprinkle. Look, guys. It is sprinkling very lightly, but it is sprinkling.
That's why you can see the dots in the window.
Yep. So it's gonna be another day like this, and that's okay. We're gonna keep moving forward in any direction that we possibly can. Whichever direction that may be.
Literally right there.
But I'm looking forward to it though. Today should be pretty good. Again, I'm not sure how we're going to make progress or what we're going to make progress on. The only, with the weather like this, Gary can't get on the roof, and the only thing that I can do is I can stain boards.
I saw this one.
But my
I
dilemma
have so much.
my dilemma with the staining of the boards is, where am I going to do it at? Because I was originally planning on doing it outside. I guess I could bring it all inside the cabin. Gary doesn't really like that idea. Because once we open up that other bundle, like, all of that wood is going to, like, fall. And having it be tight in a bundle right now, it is not allowing it to warp or to move or to anything. Yeah. I don't got all the answers. I'm just thinking out loud, guys. Yep, just thinking out loud. But Gary really wants to go fishing this weekend coming up because his birthday is this coming Sunday. I just hope that the weather holds out for him. I don't know I think that we only have rain. I'd have to look back on the thing again, but I think we only have rain today and tomorrow, and then, like, the rest of the week is supposed to be pretty clear until Monday again. So I think we might luck out and get Sunday to be nice.
Do you think Dad would care if it was raining?
Probably not.
He would go catfish. When it was raining really bad, Mom, okay? We were at the freaking lake. It was raining, like, super bad, and we were playing in the water and everything. Dad went over to the truck, and he grabbed his fishing pole, and he went fishing.
Yeah.
It was a big storm, too. Like, rain that was, like, that big.
Mm-hmm. But was he catching, or was he just fishing?
He was just fishing.
No, he catch.
Wait,
He
no, he catch?
He catch?
Yes.
All right. Well, shoot. Maybe it would be a good time. I guess he wouldn't mind, right? We can always bring umbrellas. As long as we bring umbrellas and ponchos, we'll be okay.
That will be fine. He liked freaking fishing in the rain. He was trying to make us go fishing in the rain like
I made it icy. I
Oh,
made it
nice.
icy instead of freezing. I made it icy.
Nice.
What's the difference once with more water?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not when we get back into town. Today might be a good day to do it, because I'm pretty sure while we're out and about right now, Dad's probably already... I'm going to call Dad and ask him if he wants me to buy a tarp, and he's probably going to be already, like, in the middle, halfway done with whatever he decided he's going to do. How much you want to bet? I'm sitting here thinking about it and worrying about it for nothing.
I know, I told you. I told you.
What I'm thinking, though, is maybe... just so that way I can get something else done that needs to be done before we go on our trip to Freedom Weekend. We got the tires delivered for my back tires that Gary plugged. And maybe I'll throw those in the back of my car and I'll go down to the tire shop and get them mounted and balanced or something. I might do that. Another situation arose with some tires. Guys, if it's not one thing, it's another, and when it starts sprinkling, it starts pouring, at least in my life. Golly. So, the pop-up camper that we bought? I love the pop-up camper. We want to make a few minor repairs to it before we do Freedom Weekend, which involve, flex tape and stuff, right? So nothing crazy. But anyway, Anthony and Rox went over to their pop-up because they were getting some work done on it and stuff, and, like, our pop-ups are kind of, like, parked near each other right now. And they informed me that my camper's tires are flat. And I'm like, why? So I don't know. We looked, and there's no, like, nail or anything in there, but there's also no reason for them to be flat. They could just be really old tires, which Gary looked, and they are really old tires. They look like they're in really good condition, but they like the year or something on them are old. So we had to buy some new tires for that too. So that needs to be replaced before, we go on Freedom Weekend. But I'm really looking forward to Freedom Weekend. How about you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part? I mean, this will be what, the 4th or 5th annual? I think this will be the 5th annual.
Yeah, because it'll be 2025.
Yeah.
Well, wait a
We
minute.
moved it here at 2020.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought we moved in 2021.
No,
No, that's when we went to school.
moved at 2020, and then we started getting our stuff all done. We started getting the pallets for our camp life. And
No. We moved in 2021. And the only, I just remembered we moved in 2021 because Dad died in December of 2020. Poppy died in December of 2020.
Well, then, wow, the beginning of freaking
2021.
yeah.
Yeah, so 2021 would have been the first annual, 2022. So this would, and it's 2025. And if 2021 was the first,
so this will be the 4th.
it's 2025 though.
Yes, so it'll be the 4th.
I'm so confused.
2021.
Because
Oh, wait.
It would be the 5th.
2022, 2023.
It would be the 5th.
2024.
We had 2 of them at our house, one at David's, one at 3 Mississippi's, and now it's going to be at Ridge Life.
Oh, yeah.
So it is the 5th.
Yeah.
I was confusing myself.
No, you're confusing all of us.
So we're all confused.
Oh.
Squirrel! No, okay, so yeah. So what's your favorite part of, since this will be the 5th annual, what is your favorite part of Freedom Weekend, girls?
Water slides.
Though we only had one of those, and that was thanks to Mike and Sid at 3 Mississippi.
I know, but that was
Like,
really
who cares?
fun.
That was
It's,
wow.
it's either that or the food.
The food, yes, my
The
goodness.
Food and seeing friends.
Yes.
Hanging out with friends
Oh my
for the
God.
whole weekend.
Scrolling and moving.
Entire weekend.
Yeah.
I'm staying in one spot now. Okay.
I love the friends. I love the food.
Fireworks.
The fireworks, honestly, I'm a chicken. Like, I'm not fond of the fireworks part.
Last time
Why?
you
I'm traumatized
Because our house.
because of our house. Like, literally every time that we've done a fireworks show, there's been some problems. Like, our house blowing up, and then, like, David's was okay, but even David had a few fireworks that went a little sideways here and there.
Back into the tree.
Yeah, like, every single time. And I think it's because, like, we're not used to, like, being on the West Coast and stuff. We were never allowed to have the fireworks that fly up in the sky.
I remember in Las Vegas, Mom, I was
Mhm.
like,
Hey, get your seatbelt on right. Put it in front of you. I know, but
I was like 7.
thank
okay?
you.
Mom?
Yep.
And Dad and Uncle and one of Dad's friends, we were all jumping over the fireworks that were like that. And I did the jumping over the fireworks, and it was fun.
So that's definitely like a thing. I know it's a little dumb, but like Dad's family started that. So like your dad's side of the family
Yeah.
was the ones that started all that, because it started with Uncle Curtis and your dad,
Mhm.
because they both were skateboarders. Mostly Dad was a skateboarder.
Yeah.
And so he used to like skate and do tricks over him. He used to skateboard and like do tricks over it. Uncle Curtis and your dad, they would set up ramps like
Mhm.
this, and then they'd put the fireworks right in the middle, and then they'd skate, and then they'd do tricks, and then
That would be fun.
Yeah, the first time I saw it though, because we were neighbors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the first time that I seen your dad do that, I was like, this idiot. I'm not kidding. I was like, this
like-
idiot.
I bet you Uncle's neighbors thought that whenever we were outside.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Those idiots. But we were having a good time, right? Nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
But yes, take that as a lesson for you kids, though, that fireworks are very dangerous. You guys have seen them go awry. So
They're going, wee.
yeah, they're very, very dangerous. And like the bigger ones can like literally blow off all your fingers and your hands, like your hand and stuff. You guys really got to be careful. It's an explosive, It's like dynamite. So, or
Anyway,
a type. It's got black powder in it. So
of course it does, bro. What do you think it makes it
So
go
it's like
boom?
it's just a bomb that goes off and makes sky look great.
yeah. Yep. That's right. Dang, look how high the water is right now, guys.
Dang.
That's a creek, excuse you. It's not supposed to be like that.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. And
Imagine
we're
it
getting,
goes a lot higher.
but wait, girls, there's more. But wait, there's more.
No, not more.
So yeah, so today, friends, we're gonna see what exactly we can get into. I'm not sure what that is. I do think that it would probably be smart for me to go and get the tires rotated and mounted on the car today. Since today, I've already woken up and have been driving around and running errands. Like today kind of seems like the drive around and do errand day. So maybe that's what I'll do. So maybe when we're done with your appointments, I'll go and take you guys home. Maybe I'll go and run some errands. I've got some footage in the can, some vlogs and stuff that I have been recording, but I haven't had any will to edit. It's not that I haven't had the time. I just, I've been in that mental funk, right? So like I haven't had the will to do it yet, but I am going to knock it off. And I think tonight I'm going to try to edit something out so that way I can get a video out on Simple Life Reclaimed for you guys tomorrow. That's my plan, or at least what I'm going to try to do. And just keep moving forward with everything, friends. Like, I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me the humanity to, kind of go up and down with certain things. We would just record our real life, and there are certain times in life where you feel like being more social than others. But I know that for me and like my personality, I can only be so reclusive for so long, and then like it helps me to just like force myself not to be anymore, if that makes any sense at all. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And no matter what, we're going to have a great day today, right, ladies?
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We're getting closer and closer to Julia's appointment, so I'm going to rock on out of here. We'll figure out what we're going to do, and I'll pop in and fill you guys with some stuff tomorrow. Maybe I probably won't be driving around tomorrow. I'll probably be at home, so I'll show you a few things that we're working on, or maybe I'll take you guys to go see the memes or something. But either way, thanks so much for hanging out with us and watching today's episode. Know we love y'all, and until the next one, we hope you have a good one, and we will catch you on that next one. Later.
Bye.